Hey guys, it's MaxiPROYT here. Um, I'm just gonna let this all out and just. I don't have a script in front of me or anything. I do everything unscripted, but it seems like today it's different. I've been thinking about, you know, how is YouTube gonna bring me to somewhere like this, to see life in a different perspective, maybe. I never understood the backlash that it'll come with and how it can affect people in many different places. Now I just sound like I'm suffering from adversity, but I'm not. I I seem like I don't get canceled or anything, but I'm here to address one thing. A few months ago, while I was doing the Resident Evil 4 live stream, I started thinking about, I'm gonna go to college soon. Just a and since we're in August and everyone's coming back to school, I just thought that, you know, maybe YouTube is not something I want to do. Maybe it's not meant for me, and maybe it's a place where people with much better talents are able to, get their ideas out there. I always seem to have a great, uh, I wouldn't say relationship with video games, but like I knew what they were. I knew how they worked. I knew how how entertaining they were. But seems like the rules of the internet just keeps changing, and the environment, everything about it is different. When I was starting this YouTube channel, I never thought that it might stagnate. I always thought that it was gonna keep lowering. I was very pessimistic. I don't have that much optimism in myself. I don't have any confidence. In fact, right now I'm sitting in front of the camera just without anything to say really, and now it just feels like I'm talking to myself, like a eulogy. I never thought that growing a channel was gonna be this difficult, especially when you're doing the same content over and over again. I recently discovered the case of Wings of the Redemption, where um, he would blame everyone but himself. And he had sort of like this victim mentality that messed him up, really. And, you know, I don't want to be like that. I'm never like that. Even in older videos where I would get I would get pissed off. I know I erased some of those videos. Probably might upload them soon. However, I don't know if I would, because those videos have been a few years old now, and I don't think I have them anymore. I The hard drive that had those videos, I'll have to look for it later on. But yeah. So what does this mean for the future of this channel? Um, I don't like to say that it's over. I don't like goodbyes. I don't like, it's over, guys, I'm leaving YouTube. I just think that because of what I'm going through, what I want to do, what I feel like doing, it's just I think I need to take a break. Just just move on with my life, go do something else, and take control of a situation which I'm in. I while I was with Geo, I told him I was going to do a podcast. That was a lie. I never got to do it. I never had, but I planned it. I had it planned. I had a name for it, logo, and everything. But topics, I didn't want it to be too political. I didn't want it to be based in drama, like Trauma Alert or something like that. It's hard to say. It's hard to say really that how how YouTube has impacted my life, because when I started this channel under various different monikers and names and stuff like that, the logo was actually changed multiple times. But I don't know if I can continue my streaming or my video uploading career or anything like that. If I could even consider it a career. For now, it's just a hobby. And it has been a hobby, and it was intended as a hobby for, I don't know, for the last, since 20, I created my channel in 2014, it's 2022 now. So for that amount of time, I consider it just a hobby. Most of my channel was just taking indefinite breaks, and I assume that people that just got to the million subscriber level was, oh, they were just lucky, they had charisma, they had something in for them. I was never like that. I always thought I was just some sort of a living, breathing meme that, even though I'm not, I never got viral, and I never got viral. I never felt like I belonged on the internet itself. I always felt like the internet was some sort of distraction from real life. You know, you're having problems, you would look the other way, or you would do something else. But when I was younger, when I started the channel, was 2014. I was still in school. I think I was in 7th grade. No, it was way after. It was in 4th grade, maybe. Looking back at those videos, I remember them very well. They were kind of cringing to look at now, but just looking at those videos just makes me want to think, what the hell was I thinking back then? But I think the best thing would just be taking a break. I noticed that I'm not focusing on what I need to do. I noticed that people tend to set a goal. They tend to focus on one thing and ask themselves, what am I gonna do to get to that goal? Well, I always ask myself, well, what can't I do? What do I mean by this? Is that I always felt like the content I was making was kind of being played out for years and years and years and years. And at the time, it just seemed like a good idea. It just seemed like, you had to stick to your brand and stuff like that. But then I realized now that if you don't change something, if you don't do anything different, because that's what the internet is nowadays, you have to be different. You have to stand out from the crowd. But how are you going to be able to do that if everything has already been done? I never wrapped my head around that. Even now, I still find that hard to believe. That how can you do that? How can you look at someone and say, oh, that person's going to be a great YouTuber? How many times does that happen? In what scenario? Well, I have a newsflash. It doesn't. It doesn't happen. I'm trying not to make this like some sort of Logan Paul apology. I'm not the type of person to actually just plug a bunch of stuff. I don't say, oh, buy my merch and stuff like that, because I don't have any. I I am my own brand. I don't have anything. I don't have the support that my friends had for me. I don't have that anymore. So I'm basically all by myself. I'm and that's why most of the content was played out, because mm, my friends sort of gave me ideas. I was never good at coming up with ideas for content or anything for that matter. I was, you know, just there doing stuff on my own and living life to not the fullest, but like the most you can live. And when I started the YouTube channel, I know I'm going through different points and stuff like that. It's not linear. I have a definite reason as to why I wanted to have a break from YouTube, which I stated multiple times in this video. But when I started, I got bullied a lot for it, and I would go to school. People would say that they gave dislikes to my videos. They would reenact moments that I wanted to forget, and the bus ride home was not easy at all. It fucked me up. That's it. That's all I have to say. It fucked me up. And just seeing these channels like saying, "Oh, I never had that happen to me." Well, look who the fuck is talking. Like, you're saying that because you're probably like the most popular kid in school or something. And something I have to say is the account of OG Chill, that was all me. That the rap beats you hear, all me. That was me. I created that account because I wanted to. I was a coward. I didn't want it to show my identity anymore. I wanted to go under a different name, under a different moniker, everything like that. So one day I thought, I'm just gonna produce rap beats, and I'm gonna put it out there. It ended up not receiving the best attention, but it did get a few plays by kids at the school. They kind of liked it, so I could have continued with that. But I said in the Instagram account, I said that I would be taking a break from making beats and stuff like that. But I say, you know what? At this point, what's gonna happen in the future? And the answer is, there won't be any more. Like, the OG Chill channel is done. I'm not uploading any more videos to that channel anymore. The main channel, the one that you're seeing this video on, I'm halting every single video, and I'm not uploading anymore for probably until next break, maybe. The future can be crazy sometimes, so there's a possibility there could be more videos, there could be less videos, but for now I think it's just better to take a break and just see myself in the mirror and think, what did I do? Like, what did I do to make this? What can I do to fix it? What can I say to my audience? Sorry. What can I say to my audience about what content they want, because I don't have a community tab. I can't post that I'll be taking a break. I can't do that. And YouTube has a history of not giving a number of shits about smaller channels. I've been through the same thing myself, and I never wanted to address this. I never wanted to because I thought, oh, this is how the internet works. But no, YouTubers have complained about it, and people have complained about it. And at first I thought, maybe this will be solved. No, people make mistakes, and YouTube was founded by people, because of course it's not going to be founded by a software. What the fuck am I saying? I always thought that it was going to be solved in the future. I thought that in 2012, before I started my channel. It's 2022, about 10 years later. Yeah, 10 years. And I've lost hope. Just like that. I've lost hope, and it's almost impossible to like get a word out, because this is probably like my only time where I recorded in my room. Most of the time you'd see me either downstairs in the PS4, or sometimes if I do live stream here, which I rarely do, I mostly posted in somewhere else. Like when I used to live in Miami, I used to live in South Florida at the time. I would upload videos from from what my parents would call a music room. I would call it a dumpster truck. It wasn't a truck. I wouldn't upload in a truck. Although, how fun would that be? Mr. Beast, there you go with another idea. Yeah, so I think I would live stream there and stuff like that. Although I only live streamed once, and it was going to be a reaction video. I ended up not doing it because there was so many problems with it, and it wasn't working very well. And I didn't know how to set up Streamlabs, which I was using at the time. But I think the other thing that I want to address is is something in my channel which I don't know if it was gonna be like an issue, but I wanna address this. Lately I've had a bunch of bots just breaking into the live stream, and if you see the Resident Evil 4 video, you can see that I spent about, I don't know, like 30 minutes just messing around without a care in the world. And it was actually an hour. So I would spend an hour just never see a comment. I know it's not the people's fault. I know it's not their fault. It could be mine. It could be maybe I'm not engaging enough. Maybe I should like take acting classes or something. Oh, and another thing. I addressed this in Gio's channel. He's doing really well. Like I'm very proud of him when he appeared in Attaway General. I'm proud of him. Words cannot describe about how exciting it was to at least see one of my friends on a show that had a reputation for being the most horrible show on TikTok and stuff like that. And yeah, so I think charisma and character just takes you really far until the point you just realize that, you know, you probably just, you might want to rethink other things. Like, I don't know, maybe you'd want to upload different content or want to change your how the people see you. And I was never able to get through with that. Maybe in the future I will, if I still have my channel, because in one of my other channels I'm going through a rough patch. I'm dealing with a copyright claim on something, which is, I'm no stranger to it. Like I've gotten copyright notices many times. Just for using I've gotten many copyright claims, and most of the time I try to ignore it. Other times I need to address it because sometimes I claim no ownership. I claim no ownership of most of the things that I do. Most of the songs that appear in some live streams can actually creep into the algorithm and say, hey, that song is copyrighted by this certain company, you can't use that. And I'd say, well, if I silence it, I'm silencing the whole stream. Like, most of the stream is just me talking. And I don't know what else to address, because I think the most recent video, the one that I actually consider a video, is the thank you for 40 subscribers. And there I just dedicated fully to live stream. Will I ever go back to making normal videos? You know, it's actually a good thought to go back and do like the old style videos, you know, like when you review stuff. And I actually did that once with Disney. Remember that game, Disney, I think it was Disney Infinity. I'm not sure what it was called. I don't know if it was called Disney Infinity. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was called Disney Infinity. I actually, my parents just bought it. My dad just got it one day, and I decided, hey, I'm gonna record a video unboxing it. And it had 2 characters from Star Wars, Ahsoka Tano, and I think it also had Anakin Skywalker, or did it have Luke? Yeah, I think it was Anakin. Anyway, to address the final question, there's a possibility. There is, maybe not this year, maybe in the near future, when I have more time, maybe the next vacation, I don't know, when I'm on vacation, maybe I would do it. But for now, it's best to take a break and leaving all my hard work, which I don't think it's a lot of hard work. You know, you can just stand in front of the camera, but for me it was hard because I'm not used to being in front of the camera at all. So for those who've been in day one, supporting me, probably pushing me forward, I want to say thank you. Thanks to all of you. I've reached this point, but at this point I don't know what to do. And that's on me to figure out. So maybe, and that's why I want a break, because I already addressed it many times. I'm just going back and forth. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, that's all I have to say. Peace out.